Alrighty, it's greeny beanie time too. So let's see, what we got is fuel canister in the front and the fuel canister 2 in the back. We've been running into some issues where both on the gas tank, the fuel will decide it doesn't want to fuel into the gas tank. It decides it wants to come back out. And so apparently that's due to a clogged, I forget what the module's name is at the moment, but you got a module in the back here at the exhaust tank. And then you also got, I think it's this module here, canister actually, in the front, which we can replace as well. So this one we got because we would have some issues directly after fueling where the vehicle would die suddenly while just sitting at an idle. So we're going to try that out, replace it. It's got 180,000 plus miles on it, so doing that won't hurt it either way, but just from a little bit of the forums that I was reading, it seems like that was the issue, so we'll find out. And then we also got this little guy. This guy goes onto the gas tank, and so this guy is supposed to help with the fuel trying to come back out. So apparently the one that's in there, original equipment as far as I know, it's also probably clogged. So we got this guy right here that we can install. Alright guys, underneath the rear half of the Envoy, and we got our Purge solenoid right there. Up in the front's got the little red tag on it and stuff, but yeah, that's how there he is. So this is from driver rear side, and that's pretty hard to get to with the spare tire anyway, so we'll have to see what we can do with that. But anyways, that is where it is, right next to the gas tank, which that is a very nice large gas tank. I like it.
It's me.
New piece.
So, new Purge solenoid going on. Got the bracket on there. You gotta take a little screwdriver and squeeze up on the tab and pull it off, and then you can just slide it back on there. The front is easier to take to take the bracket off first, and then get both hands on the connection here with the orange, and then on this connection, this one is a simple squeeze and twist. This one has a little bit of a spring clip on the inside where you have to pull your kind of trigger it to be able to slide off. It has like a spring locking mechanism on there, so if you get that, it's pretty easy. But that was the hardest looking thing at first, but once you get your hands on it, not quite as hard. It's going to be the easiest to kind of go under this way and kind of pry yourself up to be able to put it on there.
And under. We have the in your face update. So we can't get the spare tire off because something weird is not attaching, so we got to look at that and figure out how that's supposed to come off, because it should be a lot easier than it is.
Something's not as simple as it seems.
Exactly.
This, on the other hand,
yep. Well, I can actually give it a shot. You can kind of see it through everything there.
So there's a little clip that goes over this.
Yep.
And then there's a squeeze factor. So if you take a screwdriver and then just pop the clip out and then give it a squeeze, it'll come out. So I mean, the slides are all rusty crusty, so that was easy.
Yep.
We got our connector back on there. Everything's good to go.
Yahoo!
It's sliding on there, but this was that before too. So the charcoal canister is right.
Yeah, because it's not that
under here.
Yeah, I got it.
So.
Yeah. So,
all right.
So we got the, what do we have in the front again? We got the.
That was the Purge solenoid.
Right.
Evap Purge solenoid.
And
this is a. Oh man.
But technically, that's called canister up there. I think this is the solenoid. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's one of those. They switch the terms
That's
on
a purge
you.
valve. This could be a solenoid.
Okay, yeah, it's one of those.
It's all evap stuff. So.
Correct. So 180,000 plus miles on the originals.
Right. What I don't remember is what that one's supposed to do.
Yeah. It's something to, so with both of these, well, with this one right here, what you have,
one.
yeah. So what can happen is it can get, basically it can just
Gas
get
in
full
here?
and stuff, yeah.
Oh.
And so it ends up, when you fill it up, it ends up having the fuel come back out at you when trying to fuel the vehicle. So that's one issue with that I had. So getting a new one on there, it's going to be helpful. And then with both of these that we switched, your common issue can be the vehicle just shutting off at idle and like at a stoplight or something. And
well, that's nice.
Exactly. So having both of those done, one with 180,000 miles, having new ones, not a bad idea. But also then just also having that done to see if that fixes that issue once we get back in the summer months.
Yeah.
Will be nice to know too. So.
That would be nice. Anyways.
But yeah, we got this boy who is a royal pain that we need to figure out how on the earth to get rid of this guy. Well, not get rid of him, but get him off. So, yeah, that's weird. So, I gotta look that up. Because we got the tools up above, but yeah.
Here's the inside.
Oh yeah, that needed to be replaced. Good night.
Maybe.
I saw the dust come out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's what the inside of that looks like.
Amazing. But yeah, so that goes to the fuels. Oh, I gotta look that up. It wasn't too expensive, thankfully. That's that one right there is actually GM.
Yeah, Delphi stuff.
Yeah, GM redone.
That's
and then
cool.
the one up there's the AC Delco part. So
The same thing.
same thing. Yep. But anyways, but not overly expensive. So if you're having that issue, ooh, nice no shot. Ooh. Anyways, but a nice little thing to probably do to double check to see if you're having those fuel issues. So anyways, two fuel things that you can check that are typically the likely issue. Yeah, so GM genuine parts for this part here. Country of origin, actually, USA. So there's your part number and everything. But that's for on your gas tank. And then the other part, which is AC Delco, up here in the front. And so that's supposed to help you with those issues. So anyways, we will definitely try it out and see if we have any issues. Here's the old one of this. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit of residue. Definitely hefty. So anyways, but let's see here. We got this part. A-Line Auto Parts e-commerce thing. Oh, here we go. So that should be part number and stuff. So anyways, we'll have that linked down in the description as well. But anyways, that should help us out if we have the fuel, if that fuel issue is being caused by those two. So that's your two easiest guys to replace if that's your problem. So anyways, that is it for the fuel. What would you call it? Yeah, canister, solenoids, those guys. That is it. We got that done. And hopefully during the summer we don't have dying at stoplights, because that is annoying. So luckily it started right back up, but still annoying. So anyways, that is it. Like, subscribe. Bye-bye.